Who did you work with as far as, producer and all that stuff?
Michael Wagner.
Okay.
Legendary Michael Wagner produced it.
And you've worked with him in the past?
We worked with him on one other record, Ogerton. That was our most recent studio album. That's correct.
Now, on this album, it's divided into two sides, like an LP used to be. What made you decide to do that?
We've been trying to figure out different sequences. We all came up with one, and then Frank had this idea of making it like an album.
Okay.
Two sides. And I think Gunter loved that idea, presented it to us, and I don't think we liked it at first. Then one day it just hit me, wow, this is the way it should be.
Now, you're not worried about any people trying to turn over the CD in their CD player, are you?
Well, they can do that if they want.
I don't think they'll get anything out of it.
I think they'll find out pretty soon that's not going to work.
Now, on this album, do you have any favorite tracks that stand out to you?
Oh, probably.
Okay. What would they be?
Well, you always like the songs that you write yourself.
Of course. So which ones did you write?
I wrote Julie on this record. And let me see, I really like Blue. But when it gets right down to it, and people ask me this question pretty often, when it gets right down to it, when we make a record, I feel like all the songs, as we're doing them, have to be my favorite.
Okay.
For it to make it on the record.
I see that. Now, in this record definitely seems like, this is one that you can put in and listen to all the way through. Or at least I think.
I think so, too.
So, all right.
I think that's where that double-sided thing comes on. It gives you the illusion, I think, that, it's you've listened to a side of it, so now you can relax for a second.
And listen to the rest.
Rather than, and it's almost over now.
Yeah. So you said you wrote Julie. Who does most of the writing? Or is it kind of like a collaborative kind
we
of
all
thing?
write. I guess Doug is he's just a songwriting madman.
Okay.
Constant songwriting.
Is it hard, with him and Ty being in Texas and you being here, as far as working together? Do you normally go out there? Do they come here?
Well, it just depends on what the situation is.
Okay.
Like, I'll go out there to rehearse. They came here to do a photo shoot. And it just kind of depends on the situation.
You guys have been together for, over 28 years now? Is that about right?
It's been, wow, it has been that long. 28 years.
1980
we got together.
So
You're
yeah,
right.
It's 2008.
Wow.
Does it seem like it's been that long?
I guess in some ways it seems like it's been forever.
Really?
And in some ways I feel like things are just beginning. So I guess that's a kind of a yes and no answer.
Yeah, well, I can see where you say it feels like things are just beginning. I've been reading some of the reviews from the album so far, and a lot of people are calling it King's X's best work yet.
Cool.
I mean, how do you feel? Do you feel that, this is the best album you guys have put out, or can you say that?
I don't know if I can even say that, because, again, back to the question of what's my favorite song.
Yeah.
At the time of making the record, I feel like I have to at least make it the best that it feels like it can be at the moment. So hopefully, I will feel that way with the next record, too, and feel that the next one's even better.
Well, there you go.
So, yeah.
The other big thing, aside from the album coming out, which is coming out May 20th on Inside Out, is the summer tour, which just kind of got announced today, or within the past few days. There was some stuff on Blabbermouth and whatnot. How long has it been since you guys were on the road?
I think in this November will be 2 years since we first about it. Almost 2 years.
Yeah, almost 2 years. And so now you're getting ready to go back out with Extreme on the Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp tour.
We are.
So how did that come together?
Network of people putting things together, I guess.
Okay. And then they're like, all right, here you go.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about the whole Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp thing?
Well, what I know about it, it seems like a really cool kind of an idea. For people who, don't have the opportunity to do those things. If you have a little bit of money now, you can.
There you go. Will we be seeing Jerry as a camp counselor at all? You going to be working?
I don't know. Maybe if I'm asked.
Yeah, that would be interesting. So
they pay me well.
Yeah, well, there you go. You got to get paid well, otherwise it's probably not worth doing. Now, there's also, from what I've heard, there's going to be like other headlining dates throughout the tour as well.
Ah, you might know more than me.
Oh, well, you might be playing some other shows
all
then.
Right.
So
keep me informed.
What do you think about the term American rock royalty? Do you feel that suits you well?
Well, I mean, it's not something I can necessarily put on myself, but people seem to think that.
Yeah, well, hey,
so
I guess
I accept it.
That's a good thing then.
Yeah, I can tell you everybody I'm endorsed with.
Why don't you tell everybody?
I use Paiste cymbals. Have
Okay.
for many years now. Great, wonderful company and people. Great product. I use Vader sticks. Been with them for a few years. I use GMS drums, which I absolutely love. Out of Long Island, great people, great product.
Make sure
love
we
them.
keep that in there.
Absolutely love them all. I use Evans drum heads, which I love the people there too, Steve and everybody. And finally, I use DW hardware. Garrison and all the people there, great. Everybody's good to me.
Well, there you go. You can't complain about that.
Hallelujah.
What can people expect from the King's X set? Have you guys even talked about it yet?
Well, we haven't talked a lot about it. but they can expect the best that we can do.
Okay. Are you going to be playing a lot of stuff off the new album?
Well, John, to be honest with you, I don't really know the answer to that yet. But I believe we will definitely be doing some stuff from the new record. And maybe some old stuff, depending on the situation.
And another question I had is, with the two guys out there in Texas, what brought you to New Jersey?
Julie.
Julie, there you go. So you wrote the song for Julie. I can figure that stuff out.
Pretty good.
I do have a college degree.
But it's a sad song.
It kind of is,
Kind of is.
It's a little depressing.
A little bit.
But then, you can get uplifted by the other songs on the record.
Oh, so you're saying that my song brings you down. The rest
Your
of
song brings me down, and then maybe I'll skip up to track 9 to Move, and then I'll start, like, headbanging in the car.
But there's hope in it, too.
There is.
It's hope. It's hopeful.
Yeah. But, I mean, you are sorry.
I am.
Does Doug sing everything, or do you sing on some of the stuff, too?
Well, I sang on that.
Okay, that is you on that.
That is me on that, and Ty sang on, I think, 3 songs. We all do
some singing.
Doug's the singer of the band. I do some singing. Doug is a singer.
Gotcha. So now does Julie like the song?
She does like the song, unless she's a liar, which I don't think she is.
I hope she isn't. Well, let's pause from the interview right there and hear the song that we're talking about. It's Julie off the brand new King's X album 15, which is on Inside Out and in stores now.